Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review and a what's in my bag on my Go Ahead Convertible Crossbody in the pattern Charmont Meadow. I don't know if it's pronounced Charmont or Charmont. If you know the correct pronunciation, just let me know in the comments. But if I say it wrong the whole time and that annoys you, I apologize ahead of time. So this is the Go Ahead Convertible Crossbody. It is an factory outlet exclusive style, and this is also a factory outlet exclusive pattern. Brand new, just came out, I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks ago. It's got a, very interestingly enough, it's got like a charcoal gray blue background. It's like kind of like a mix. And I've seen lots of pictures of this pattern online, and in the pictures the background looks really gray. It doesn't look like it has any other colors mixed in. But when I got this package from UPS earlier today, I was actually in my car when I got the package, and I opened it up really quickly because I was really excited to receive this. I was actually supposed to take a trip to the outlet store last weekend, but plans fell through. So I was just so anxious to get something in this pattern. I called my local outlet store where I'm currently at. It's, I don't know, over an hour away, probably an hour 30 minutes, maybe an hour 45 minutes. And I asked if they had a Mandy purse in this pattern, and they said that they were sold out. I guess I could have called another Vera Bradley outlet store. I guess it didn't click with me at the time. Because I really do like the Mandy style. It's probably my favorite outlet style bag. It used to be a signature style too, but now it's a factory outlet style only. But I also do like the Go Ahead Convertible Crossbody. I think it has a lot of versatility. It fits a lot of stuff. It's a comfortable carry, and you have a lot of options with how you can carry it. So I thought that would be a good second option. It's probably my second favorite style. I also do like the factory style Glenna as well, but the Glenna can be a little bit big sometimes. I think I prefer, at least right now, I prefer the Small Vera tote over the Glenna. So I thought this would just be a good option to go with. But anyway, like I was saying earlier, I was just really anxious to see something in this print, Charmont Meadow, in person. So I ordered this bag, and I ordered a zip Id and lanyard combo, and I think the deal at the outlet was like 70% off plus 10% or something. I can never remember the deal combos that they have, but anyway, it was a really good amount I got for these couple of items, so I was really happy about that. And another reason why I just stuck with my local outlet is because I knew the shipping would be really fast since it wasn't that far away from me. And it was. So really excited about that too. So yeah, in the pictures that I saw in Buzz, the background looked like a really dark gray. I would say it is coming out very accurate on camera, but I will also tell you that in certain lightings, the background looks more like a, I don't know if this color officially exists, but it's like a charcoal blue color. I think in some background, or some lighting, sorry, the background can look like a blue color. And then in other lightings, I see it more as a gray color. I do like both. However, I did, you know, because of the pictures I was seeing, and I was thinking that the background was going to be a really dark gray. I was really excited for that because you don't really see bags with gray backgrounds very often. Like Splash Floral, that's a factory outlet exclusive pattern. I love that pattern. I think it uses color schemes that Vera Bradley doesn't really play with that often. Vera Bradley typically goes with like very warm, bright poppy colors at times, but the Splash Floral, and at least the background of this one, it does have that nice, I don't know what word I'm looking for. It has a nice deep element to it, but I just thought it was going to be darker when I got it in the mail. So I am not going to lie to you, when I opened the package, I was just a little bit disappointed, because the first thing I saw was like, at least in the lighting that I was in, it looked like it was blue. So I was just a little bit I need to pick new places to film, because I seem to pick places where people are constantly walking around, and I don't know, I just get creeped out sometimes, because I just see movement in the back and it just scares me. Even though I see them coming, it still kind of creeps me out a little bit. So anyway, so yeah, I was a little bit disappointed, but as the day went on, because I usually get UPS packages like really late in the day. Like I've gotten UPS packages at 9:30 p.m. I wasn't expecting to get this as early as I did. I think I got it maybe around noon, 12:30. So I got it really early. So I kind of had the day to really think about it. I kept the receipt because I thought, you know, if I ever get the chance to go back up there, I'll return this. Or, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll just do it by mail. But when I filled my stuff, when I put my stuff inside of the bag, and throughout the work day, I kind of looked at it, and the background started to grow on me more and more and more. And I think now, to this point in the day, I do like it, and I am going to keep it. So I hope that was a somewhat accurate description of the background. I would say the lighting is really good right now. The sun is setting, so we still have some sunshine. It's not, there's no cloud cast, there's no rain, there's no extremely blown out type of sunlight. So I would say the background is really, really accurate right now. So there are bees in this pattern. There's one right there. I actually got one on both side pockets. So there's one there at the bottom. There's another one. And then this is actually considered the front. And I've got one, this is the other variant of bee that you can get, where it's just a top view. And then I did get another one. Let's see, so the bag does fold in. It has a nice curve shape to it. Let's see, where is that other one? Oh, here he is. So there's that. So I'm typically not crazy about bees and patterns. I like bees in real life. I respect bees. I have a little bit of a fear of bees just because something that happened to me when I was a kid. I was sitting at the lunch table at school, and this was indoors, and I felt something on my head, and I had no idea what it was, and I went to put my hand on my head and just felt constant stinging in my hand. And I didn't realize at first that that's what was happening, that I was getting stung, until like a few seconds after the fact, and then it started to really hurt. And then it crawled down my head and jumped onto my lunch plate and like wriggled around. And being younger, that was like a traumatic moment for me. So that sounds really lame. So at that time, I kind of developed a fear to bees. My hand did swell up a little bit, but they ended up, I don't know if they did poke me with the EpiPen or not. I can't remember. I do remember running up to my science teacher and saying I got stung by a bee. He asked me if I've ever been stung by a bee before. I said I don't think so. So he like grabbed my arm and kind of power walked with me to the nurse's office, and I think they called my mom and asked about my allergies and stuff like that. I don't remember that part of it. I think I was so traumatized and in some pain from being stung that's like all I remember. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not, like I said, I respect bees. I love them for everything that they do, and I think they're, you know, another beautiful addition to life on this planet. But I typically don't search for patterns with bees in them by Vera Bradley, or really any other brand, I guess. So that's all that to say, that's not the main reason why I got this pattern. I got this pattern because what I saw was a dark gray background and all of these really pretty pops of golds and yellows and some pale pinks. And I just like the illustrations in this pattern. I think they remind me a lot of Plum Crazy, if you're familiar with that pattern. And I think it's this flower that does that for me. I have a Grand Cosmetic in the pattern Plum Crazy, and there is a huge flower that's sort of like this one. It's sort of illustrated like this, where it's got the ridges and then the smaller leaves and the flowers inside of it. I think that's why I was also attracted to this, because I really like Plum Crazy, and some of the illustrations in this pattern remind me of Plum Crazy. So I do like the bees in this pattern. I do think they're really cute. They're very stylized. They don't look like real bees at all. They're very cutesy. So I can deal with them here. I think it looks okay. Oh my gosh. Just scared myself here. Just scared myself. But yeah, I do like this bigger flower here. At first, I don't think I was a fan of it. But I think it's okay. I do like the gold colors in it. I do like this bigger flower better, so I'm glad that that got a good corner piece of the bag. And I do like that the little bee is flying towards it, and they kind of removed a few of the dots as if it's going to land right on the flower. But this one kind of reminds me a little bit of a honeycomb, with all of those layered pieces of, I don't know what you call those, I guess combs, if that's what they went for. I don't really know. But I do like that. I think that's very cute. And I do like the pinks. I like the shades of pink in this one. I'm here to tell you I'm not a hot pink fan. Kaleidoscope, I think, is a pattern that is an exception to me. I did have a bag in Kaleidoscope, and then I just... in a bag, it just wasn't my favorite. I do have a Gen Zip ID, and I love it. I think I like Kaleidoscope in smaller packages. But I think there was just a little too much pink. And I had a larger bag in it, and it was just a little too much for me in a bigger bag. So I do think these pinks for me are more digestible. And so here on the front of the bag, I think this is considered the front. Yeah, because there's the pleather Vera Bradley nameplate. It's kind of curved underneath because the bag is full, which is fine with me. That doesn't really bother me at all. But I did get that big flower on the front, which that's another thing that drew me to this pattern. When I saw a few pictures online, I saw that big flower, and that's what I really like about the pattern. I like the colors that they used, and I like that bigger flower there. So there's that top part again, and you can see if we back it up and I pull the top part, because like I said, I do have stuff inside, so it does want to like have a nice little curve, which I like. But if I pull up the zipper, you could see that pattern repeat right there, which I'm completely fine with, because that is my favorite part of the pattern. And there's that bee again in the corner there, and then there is that other bee at the bottom. And then there's that bee again. We've got the big flower. Again, here are the pockets, and oh my gosh, I love that flower at the bottom. And then you've got the bee landing on the flower. I think it's the same one that's here on the front. So there's an up close look at him. And then let's go back around this way. There's the bigger flower that I was kind of unsure of. There's the bee again. So if you're looking at getting this pattern because you love bees, I think you have a really good chance of, if you're ordering something sight unseen, I think you have a good chance of getting bees, depending on the size of the item. Like if you're gonna order a Zip ID case without seeing it, you'll see in a second, that's kind of risky if you're looking for the bees. But I think if you're going to be getting a bag, you have a pretty good chance of getting decent pattern placement. Like I said, I was kind of happy in a way to order this on the phone too, because I was like, well, if it was say if I really wanted butterflies on my bag and they were like really spread apart and I was ordering over the phone, that might be different, because I want my butterflies front and center. In this case, I just really liked the background color, and I liked all the flowers and stuff, so whatever they were going to give me, I was going to be fine with. So that's just a little bit about the pattern. Now let's get into the features of this bag. I don't think I've ever done a review of the Go Ahead Convertible Crossbody on my channel before. I did have one last year in the pattern Small Meadow, I believe, and I really, really liked that bag. I took it with me on a bachelorette party weekend. My friend was going to get married, and we ended up going to, I think, Hocking Hills or something for the weekend. Yeah, we ended up going to Hocking Hills for a long weekend. And out of all my Vera Bradley bags, I decided to take my Go Ahead Convertible Crossbody with me because I think it's a good happy medium bag. Not too small, not too big. It can be big if you want it to be. Like, you can really pack it full. But if you don't have a lot of stuff in there, it will shrink and accommodate the littler things that you have inside. So I thought that was the perfect bag choice to take with me. And I was able to, I think one of the nights I needed 2 pairs of shoes. I can't remember why, but I ended up having like a pair of flip-flops, and I put like sole to sole together and like tied the flip-flops together, and I put them in like a little plastic bag, and I had those inside of my purse along with all of my other stuff and a lightweight jacket. So I could fit all of that stuff inside of my bag. And one of my friends, who was one of the bridesmaids as well, asked where I got the bag, and she thought it was a really good size too. So anytime you get a compliment about your bag that's like that, you're just like, you feel so good because you have all these bags to choose from, and it's like, what bag do I want to take with me? So I felt really good about bringing that bag. But I think I eventually stopped liking the pattern Small Meadow. I think at first I really liked it, but then I wasn't too crazy about it, so I did end up giving that one away, and I haven't had a Go Ahead since. Recently, I learned from Elisa, Vera Bradley Bag of the Day here on YouTube, that the newer Go Aheads have these O-rings. So you can now remove the shoulder strap, because I also saw that some people were cutting off the shoulder straps because they didn't want the shoulder strap and the crossbody strap on the bag at the same time. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore with the newer Go Ahead Convertible Crossbodies, because you can remove the shoulder straps thanks to these nifty O-rings. I just think that's genius. I already liked this bag, but I think this made me like the bag even more, because you just have more versatility. I know some people don't mind carrying a bag with the 2 straps, the shoulder and the crossbody, but it could also be annoying. It could be, it could get in the way, it could get caught on things if you're using the crossbody strap and the shoulder strap is just kind of hanging there. So I do understand wanting to take this strap off. And then there are some people that are just going to use this crossbody only, and so they have no need for this shorter strap drop. I think for me, I like this bag as both, but I use it more as a shoulder bag. So we'll get to the crossbody strap here in a second, but let's run through all of the other features. So as I said earlier, we've got 2 slip pockets on the outside. I have the iPhone 11, and I think it does fit in there, but it does stick up a little bit. I forgot to bring my iPad with me, so I am filming on my phone. I can't demonstrate that at the moment, but it does fit. But that's not where I put them. I put my hand sanitizer and chapstick in these outside pockets. I think this one I do put my keys in. I put my phone in this zipper pocket on the front. So you do have the Vera Bradley ribbon zipper pulls on all the zippers on the outside. So it zips all the way across. And then since this is a factory outlet style, there is going to be no interior pattern. You've just got the softer nylon interiors with the VB diamonds. So this pocket does go all the way to the bottom and side to side, and that's just where I keep my phone currently. I don't have anything else in there, but I have, at least today, I've thrown my AirPods in there too with my phone. And I just think it offers some more protection for my phone instead of slipping it into one of the outside slips. So there is nothing on the back. Let's get into the main pocket. So here is the inside of my bag. It is a mess inside, I'm just going to warn you. I received this kind of in the middle of the day around lunchtime, so I just kind of ate my lunch and then got back, threw all my stuff out of my Sea Life Small Vera tote into this one, and didn't really organize it very much, but If you watched my last couple of videos, it's all the same stuff. You've got my gosh, I can't say words. I've got the ink blue puffy cosmetic, tissues, lotion. I've got my keys kind of thrown in there. I have my masks in this zipper pocket back here. We've got 2 slip pockets, and in one I've got my pen and my extra keys, and then in that one I've got my sunglasses. Let's see what else here. Let me zip that up. I've got my heirloom paisley pouch back there, and my wallet that I'm using is the Zip ID case in the pattern Sure Thing. I did take off my lanyard. I have it in the back zipper pocket. Got my keys clipped to it. I've got my Owl's coin purse with my earrings inside. I've got my wet wipes. So here's the crossbody strap. I did not take it out of the plastic wrapping because I thought it would just, it's already nice and rolled up and sits in there really, really well. But it does have the clips, so you can clip it onto the O-rings on the bag if you want to make it crossbody. So I do really like that option, that it's got the crossbody strap in case you're in a pinch and you need to wear a bag crossbody, or if that's just how you wear your bags. I do think this is a really decent size. To me, this bag size is like in between the large on the go, which looks like they're discontinuing that, sad face, and the regular size on the go. So sometimes the large on the go is really big. I do like the size. I like the look of it, but sometimes it's a little too big. And the strap is really wide on that. But I do like this this strap. It's less wide. It fits on the shoulder really well. It's still very comfortable, and the size is not too overwhelming. I mean, I've got a lot in there. Like, don't get me wrong, I got a lot of stuff. I mean, y'all saw this. Like, it all fit in my Small Vera, and it's all, every single thing that was in my Small Vera is in here, and I could still throw a few more things in there. I mean, I could take off this jean jacket probably, and if I folded it right, I probably could at least get it to sit on top with the zipper open. So, I mean, you can get a lot of stuff in here. I wouldn't underestimate the Go Ahead Convertible Crossbody at all. It's a really good size. And if you like a factory outlet pattern and you're wondering, okay, what style can I get that I could wear as a shoulder bag, a crossbody, has decent organization, and is a decent size, I think you can't go wrong. I mean, it's good bang for your buck to get this bag, because it checks all the boxes. It does everything you need a bag to do. I mean, I think that's why I went for it. You know, that's the one thing about the Mandy. It's not a crossbody bag. It's a double strap shoulder bag. That's the only way you can wear it. You can wear it on your shoulder or as a satchel in the crook of your arm. This one, you can do all of the above. So I'm actually really happy that I went with this one, because I can carry it whatever way I want when I need to carry it that way. So that was me just hyping up this bag big time. I can't believe it's been like a year since I've had this style, because I forgot how much I liked it. So this is the Zip Id Lanyard Combo, so they do come together. The person at the outlet, I didn't ask them to pick out specific pattern placement for me. I thought with this pattern, it doesn't really matter to me too much. It would have been nice to get a bee on the back, but like I said earlier, I wasn't really after this pattern for the bees, so I'm actually okay with it. Would it have been nice to get a big flower on the back? Absolutely, but we did get a few little flowers here and the gold leaf and a little bit, it's like the corner of the bigger flower. That's okay. And then here's the lanyard. So they do come as a set together like that. So I mean, for both of these, it was like $10 for the two of these. So just a really great deal. And I love the factory style Zip ID cases. They're not quilted like the signature ones are now. They're very, very soft, very flexible, very thin, just very comfortable. I didn't switch into this one yet because I honestly just love using my Sure Thing one. every time I look at this little turtle in the back when I have to pull out my wallet, it just makes me really happy. So not ready to switch out of that one just yet, but I have the Charmont Meadow one on deck for when I'm ready. So yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything that I wanted to cover. Oh, I just discovered another bee. Actually, 2 other bees I didn't know I had on here. So I just showed you the pocket placement right there. Well, there's another one. And then there's another one at the top there. I feel like every time I look at this bag, I do find new bee placement, which is kind of cool. I actually like this flower placement right there too. So, I mean, I'm overall very, very pleased with this pattern. I think the grayish blue background is growing on me. Again, what I saw online is not what I'm seeing in person, but it's grown on me a lot, at least in the past several hours. So I do really like it. I think it's very elegant. It's very pretty. I would say it could pass, if you care about those sort of things, it could pass as both a spring and a fall color. I think spring because of the really soft petal pinks, and then fall because you've got those really pretty gold and brown tones in there. It's just gorgeous. There's that bee up close again. So it's just really, really cute. I'm really happy with this. I think the more that I look at it, the happier I get to have this bag. And like I said, you just can't go wrong with this bag style. I think it would be kind of neat. I know it's a factory outlet exclusive, but it would be kind of neat if Vera brought this to their signature line. I mean, they could even dress it up a little more. Obviously, they would add an interior pattern, and the interior would be more substantial. They could still keep the O-rings. I love that. Oh my gosh, that just changes the game. Like for me, it's really awesome having the shoulder strap, the length and the width that it is. I think it's perfect. And I probably won't take it off very much, but I just like that they added that extra piece of versatility. That's just great. Just really impressed with that. So Vera, if you're listening, thank you for doing that. Thank you for listening to your customers, because that's just great. So happy that you did that. I didn't really talk about this too much, but the interior color of the bag, thank goodness they use a nice light color so you can see everything very well. I would say it's like there's like a little bit of like a tint of blue in it. It's not quite periwinkle blue, but to me it reminds me of that. It's like a periwinkle light gray blue on the inside. And then also, we didn't really talk too much about this color here, but this color is almost a periwinkle blue as well. So that's why I'm thinking the more I look at it, all of the lighter colors in the pattern really play well on top of this charcoal gray blue background. They really, really do. I mean, it's, you know, maybe if it was any darker of a gray, maybe it wouldn't look as nice with these lighter colors. So I think they did pretty well with this pattern. I'm very happy with it. So that has been my review. Let's see if I can get up here a little bit. Sorry, it's really hard to see. But maybe I'll make my thumbnail picture. There'll be a picture of me wearing the bag. That way you can at least see what it looks like on as a shoulder bag. But that has been my review and what's in my bag of the Go Ahead Convertible Crossbody in the brand new factory outlet pattern, Charmont or Charmont, who knows, Charmont Meadow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm sure I'll see you really soon.